Well, hi everybody, and welcome to another EBTV sports presentation. Tonight from East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, it is girls basketball as East Brunswick meets Old Bridge in a Greater Middlesex Conference Red Division game. This is Jimmy Allinder being joined once again by Megan O'Neill. And Megan, you have East Brunswick with its 9-2 record, I believe, versus a 2-8 Old Bridge team. East Brunswick opened up with a 53-31 victory to start the season over Old Bridge. That team, Old Bridge, is without arguably its best player, Amber Zingerlink, and then Ken Fisher went down a list of another couple of players that are going to be less than 100%. If you're Old Bridge, what do you do to counter, just do the best you can, I guess, huh?
Really tonight, they're just going to have to come out and give their best effort because, like you said, the injury list for their team is so long. They've got girls out for the season, girls playing that aren't at 100%, and really, they've already lost to East Brunswick by 22, so I'm not sure what their game plan is, but I hope they have a good one.
Well, I can tell you, talking to Katie Whalen, the head coach, she is in a little relaxed mood tonight, so much so that she agreed to be mic'd up, which is significant for us. That's great. But beyond that, the team is playing well, and you want to mention a couple of players, but what do they do to get motivated for tonight's game?
I think really tonight they just have to come out and make sure that they keep a high level of play. They need to really just worry about themselves, cut down on turnovers, play good defense, offensively, get everyone their shots. They want everyone to leave this game feeling good about how they played. So really just play as a team and, all of their starters and all of their bench, and hopefully get some kids in that don't get a lot of minutes. But really just come out strong right from the get-go is what they need to do.
Okay, great. So it's going to be East Brunswick versus Old Bridge in a GMC Red Division game. There's always a lot at stake when you play a interdivision game or intra-division game. Okay, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the tip-off right after this. Okay, we are back here at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, where admittedly smaller crowd tonight is here, and I'm looking over to the far side there. I wonder if our camera can take a peek over. Seems to be some green youngsters with green place cards.
It looks like we're going to have a rowdy group.
Yeah, it looks like a rowdy group. I was going to say a rather sedate crowd, but this might... I wonder who these guys are.
I think that they might be students from Memorial, where Katie Whalen is a second-grade teacher. Only because I see one of the PTA moms. I worked there last year.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that might be what it is.
All right, we'll have to hold things up for a moment while they get the young ladies seated far away from the crowd. It's kind of neat. All right, we're about ready to go here. Jumping center for East Brunswick, as she does all the time, is number 13, Anna Chesnikova. The other members of the East Brunswick starting lineup are Candace Green, Megan Mayo, Jess Campbell, and who am I missing? I'm missing one. Number 22, Laura Petriello, of course. Jumping center for a wounded Old Bridge team, Megan. Number 25, Angela Dill, who has a heavily wrapped knee. She's one of the walking wounded for Old Bridge that Ken Fisher mentioned. See how far she can jump. And East Brunswick controls the tap. Green puts it up and rebounds.
Great crash by Laura Petriello on the weak side.
Yes, second opportunities are going to be something that Old Bridge cannot afford to provide East Brunswick.
Absolutely.
Well, there's Angela Dill, who puts it home to tie the score 2-2 as we're underway here. That was a nice feed inside.
And the Bears are already pushing the ball up court, and Old Bridge calls for the timeout. They're going to need to hustle back on defense faster than that.
Hey, we have Katie Whalen mic'd up tonight. Let's listen in.
Good job offensively crashing the boards there. Good job looking in, but that is not acceptable. You know we're in 24. You got to find your girl right away, and just to get beat off the dribble off a poor move. Have some more pride down this end. Come on, we're getting ready to 24. Defense, 1, 2, 3.
Defense. All right, Megan, was that intended for this game, or do you see this as coaching for?
No, it's not intended for this game because East Brunswick has to go into this game knowing that they should win. Either way, though, you need to have some pride in your defense and not give up easy baskets like that.
Old Bridge looking to inbounds. And with it is number 32. That's Crystal Diaz. Gets across court. Again, Dill with it. She's going to put it up. Short.
Looks like Anna Chesnikova got a piece of that one.
Jessica Campbell. Green around the horn. Gets an open shot. Petriello doesn't go. There's that second opportunity we're talking about, Megan.
Absolutely. Looks like they're going to get another one.
Down to the floor, and out with it is Petriello. Green to the basket.
Great penetration. And right there, you know, the Bears did a nice job of working as a team, moving the ball around, getting rebounds. That's really what created that, every single person working hard on offense.
And so they take a 6-2 lead with 6:34 remaining in the first quarter of play. We got a whistle for 5 seconds.
Yes. Coach Whalen has to be happier with that effort by Megan Mayo, getting up, putting some pressure on, not taking it easy.
Well, you set up on top that they're going to have to avoid turnovers, okay?
Yeah.
And we can add second shots by East Brunswick to that combination. Bears look to work it inside. That's a good matchup, isn't it, Megan, right there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Laura Petriello's got a little height advantage.
Chesnikova fronts Dill. And Old Bridge comes down with the rebound. Looks like Dill's going to handle the ball a lot.
Well, like we said earlier, Old Bridge having so many injuries, they really have to look to her because they don't have a lot of varsity experience on the court.
Angela Dill standing, according to Ken Fisher, 5'10". She's a junior. And we haven't seen it yet as they scramble for the ball. Up with it is Mayo. She's ahead of the field. Puts it up. A little hard off the board. Rebound. Nice feed inside. Jessica puts it outside, though, however.
Bears are going to run one of their set offenses.
Off East Brunswick. Turnover. We have 5:27 remaining in the first quarter.
Good pressure by the Bears, denying the inbounds pass. Megan Mayo got a hand on that one.
I was going to say, Megan, that we haven't seen it yet, but the depth that East Brunswick has is going to be very apparent.
Absolutely. They're going to be able to run people in and out of this game. And, you know, I have to say that I hope that they get everybody off the bench tonight and get to see all the faces on the team.
Chesnikova, rebound. And with it, nice feed inside. And they're going to say kick off of Old Bridge, I believe.
Yes.
All right. Katie Whalen calls out 40. Let's see what that is.
Screen the screener.
There you go.
Gets an easy layup. That is an inbounds play that teams run all the time and really gets so many easy scores. It's amazing how much it works. It seems like everybody should know it.
So the score is now 8-2 with 4:50 remaining in the quarter. And they're going to say off of Old Bridge. Old Bridge has had some decent teams through the years. This with the injuries, appears to be one of the lean ones. Kate, excuse me, Megan, you went through the book. Did you see any Red Division or conference
They
wins?
did beat JP Stevens this year, so they did have one win in the conference.
Right, and the Hawks having
another down season, another team that really dropped this season.
Right. So it remains the triumvirate of South Brunswick, Piscataway, and East Brunswick. Look at that feed inside. Screen the screener, huh?
What a pass. That was an amazing pass. Led her right up to the basket for the easy two.
And that was Campbell that scored?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. 10-2, East Brunswick in double figures already. Nice block. And they're going to say caught the hand, the arm.
You know, this is a good opportunity, though, as a post player to think about for Anna Chesnikova, really, now that she has got the one foul early, to get some experience with playing a little bit more safe inside and not getting into foul trouble. So we can watch that and see how she handles this.
Dill to the line, misses the first. And makes the second. So Dill has all 3 points for Old Bridge as they trail 10-3 with 14-10 left to go in quarter one. East Brunswick around the horn. Chesnikova with a short shot.
Great
Look
crash.
at East Brunswick. Man, did they go to the boards nicely. Green puts up a 3.
Very unselfish play and smart play by Jess Campbell there, getting the rebound, seeing her player wide open, making a good pass right to her shooting hand.
3:40 left in the first quarter. Already we see substitutes now for East Brunswick. Coming in is Christy Lang, and also we got number 23, that's Brianne DeFalco. Campbell and Petriello will take a short rest, I'm assuming.
And we got a shot of the young ladies in the crowd holding up the green sign.
There you go. No IDs tonight, I'm sorry. Chesnikova, top of the key. And Old Bridge comes down with the errant pass. Again, it's Dill. That is 41, Michelle Ross with the ball. Fronted by Lang was number 44. That was Warman. She's another one that's not at 100%. She has a elbow problem, I believe.
Yes, that's what head coach Ken Fisher was saying.
Got some nice height. Her with the ball. Knocked away again. You heard before Ken Fisher, the Old Bridge coach, really, I wouldn't say berating, but talking very intensely with one of the players that didn't appear to be putting forth the effort. So he's doing a lot of coaching himself.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and really, like he was saying, he's got very little experience out here, so you got to figure that he's got some young players on the court. And, you know, when you look at their roster, they really only have 2 seniors on the team. So he's got a bunch of sophomores, some juniors. He's got to coach these girls for the future, too. So
Dill picks up the team foul, the first for Old Bridge. Ball off of East Brunswick.
And we're going to see the Bears get set up in their press.
And that was not...
Get the unforced turnover. Yeah, that was more of a mistake by Old Bridge. But, you know, sometimes when you're full court pressing, that's what you really want the other team to do. Just being all over them in the full court is enough to get them to give you the ball.
Lang with the ball. Around the horn, that's DeFalco.
We've got the cutters coming through. East Brunswick looking for an easy layup.
Petriello and Campbell re-enter the game.
Great cut.
There you go. East Brunswick's been having its way. And unfortunately, they haven't connected on every pass, but they've had easy shots. Down with it comes Old Bridge. Dill. I thought that was a travel. And a shot thrown up by Warman that finds the net to make it 13-5. East Brunswick by the 13-5 margin. Lang, they might call 3. Substitutions, Riccio in for East Brunswick, and number 43, that is Allison Cardulo. So Ali Riccio and Allison Cardulo enter the game. Phil finds a lane. And there's a little bit more hustle. That was by Warman.
And she got the jump also.
Possession arrow to the Knights. What are they going to call?
You know, as much as the Bears have played well and are winning right now, Coach Whalen doesn't seem like she's that pleased with them. I think missing box outs, not hustling all the way after rebounds and giving 100% effort. I don't feel like she thinks that they're playing to their full potential right now.
Cross court, Campbell thought about it.
Old Bridge has gone into a 2-3 zone. Ali Riccio working at the high post.
Less than one, actually 20 seconds. You think they might hold on this?
Yeah, they're holding for the last shot.
Knocked away. They're going to call a foul on Warman. That's her first, team's second.
Bears still have 16 seconds on the clock to get a good shot. Again, screen the screener.
Campbell, oh, nice rebound inside by Riccio.
Very nice job. She snuck it up there.
15-5. 5 seconds left, and that's East Brunswick's going to get another shot.
And they should get the ball underneath because no one touched it on the inbounds.
So we look for a backdoor play here, Megan?
You got to look for an easy two. I'm not sure what they're going to run.
Old Bridge looks like they're waiting for it.
They're sitting in a zone.
There it is. There it is.
It's amazing sometimes how simple your play can be and how effective it can be.
And with that basket by Jessica Campbell, extends the lead after 1 quarter to East Brunswick 17 to 5. And even with that, as you say, not, satisfying first quarter, East Brunswick does have a nice lead. All right, let's listen in on Katie Whalen if we can.
Little things here I'm looking for, okay? Running from spot to spot, right? Rather than walking if there's a ball out of bounds, wherever. Being up to the ball to start rather than halfway and then getting there too late. Jumping on the right side right away, right? Just little things, boxing out every single time, right? Running the floor hard, and then if we don't have anything, bringing it out, running stuff. Don't take anything for granted. Every play, you got to give your best the whole time. Don't take any time off here, all right? Come on, let's go. Still 24. Up in the passing lane to start. Defense, 1, 2, 3. Defense.
That's a good statement she just made. Don't take anything for granted, okay? Make everything count. I think she's looking for a flawless game here.
Well, I mean, she's not looking for a flawless game, but in general, she's not worried about winning this game, but she has to worry about how her team plays. You can't, as a basketball team, turn it on and turn it off against good teams or against bad teams. You need to give your 100%, not get lazy, not develop bad habits in every game. Otherwise, when you play the good teams, you're not going to do the right thing. You're not going to run from spot to spot. You're not going to make hard cuts. It's just like practice, If you practice hard, you'll play hard. If you don't practice hard, you can't just turn it on for the game.
Very well said. Shot up. I thought there might have been a foul there, but they let it go. Chesnikova, she's been getting a ton of rebounds and finally draws the foul. A little bit of a size mismatch there.
Yeah, Old Bridge doesn't really have anyone close to being able to counter East Brunswick's size inside.
Except for Dill, but she's, like I say, you can tell she's not jumping well. Chesnikova misses the first. She will have a second. And makes it. Old Bridge unbounds, tries to get the ball cross court. They do, however. has been the case very often tonight. Well, fortunately for Old Bridge, it went off an East Brunswick player.
It was a good run and jump by Laura Petriello, seeing that Old Bridge player had put her head down and going up to trap.
Cross court to Diaz. With it is Angela D'Amico. Now number 21, Tanuzzi. Batted away, turnover. Down to the floor they go, and nice pass by Megan Mayo to get that ball. Petriello takes a turn. I don't know if she was knocked away or what. There it is again. How many times is that going to happen?
It looks so easy.
Huh?
So far, Bears must have 8 points on inbounds.
Campbell with that basket, she has 8 points. And I think every one of them has been on that inside back door.
Yeah, I think every single one of them from an inbounds underneath the basket.
Yeah, and Ken Fisher immediately calls a timeout.
Yeah, he has to be upset with his players for getting beat on the same play over and over and over again.
Yeah. I'm sure that Old Bridge has the defense for that, but they just need to be as aggressive. As Katie Whalen mentioned to her team, they, have to make every play count, play 100%. I think that's the Old Bridge problem right now.
Definitely, and also just as someone who's, in the middle of a game as a player, if you're guarding someone who hits a three, you need to make adjustments during the game. So if you get beat by a play one time, the next time you need to be aware of that and not get beat in the same way.
So with the score 20-5, East Brunswick holding on to this comfortable lead. There's an inbounds by Old Bridge. Get across court. Dill's going to take it to the hoop. Strong. There's a long pass down court. Mayo didn't have the angle on that shot.
Yeah, unfortunately tonight the Bears have missed a number of layups.
Yeah, you're right about that. And that's all they've been doing is getting those layups.
Great move by Anna Chesnikova, getting the ball, getting under control, taking your time, and getting a good shot.
And they're going to call an offensive foul. Nice setup by Mayo to force that foul, huh?
Yeah, that's frustration, definitely. It's frustrating to have someone denying you the ball, and you can't let it get to you. You have to just keep on working to get open.
So Diaz picks up her first foul. That's team's fourth. About 6:39 left to go in the second quarter. Whoa, here we go again.
And the Bears.
And it's Petriello. Excuse me, it's Campbell.
Yeah, Jessica Campbell again.
Well, I think the next thing they're going to have to do is bring a rope out there to tie her up. Shot up and in, finally, by Tanuzzi. Makes it 24-7. East Brunswick ahead. There's the Chesnikova matchup. She's going to turn it around. Boy, second nice move by her.
And she's doing an absolutely great job inside, getting good position. Just fighting for position, making a good target for her guards.
East Brunswick turnover. Dill steals it. Shot up, won't go. We got a lot of players in that green area that wasn't being called. There's a wild shot by Dill that finds the hoop. 26-9. 5:25 left to go in the second quarter. Inside to Campbell. What are they going to call? Travel? Yeah.
Yeah, that was really a tough pass and a tough angle for Jessica Campbell to take that shot.
Trouble getting them in. Thank you. Stolen.
Great hustle.
Yeah. Yep. Campbell feeds it off to Chesnikova.
Really, the Bears right there just looked great. Great passing.
You see the score. 4:50 to go in the second quarter. This is Olbridge. Orman blocked nicely by Chesnikova. She's had a great sequence here in the last couple of minutes. Beautiful feed. Beautiful feed to Mayo.
And that time she was able to finish.
Another steal. It's all East Brunswick hustle.
And
wow.
This is what Katie Whalen wants her team to look like. Now she can take off the full court press and say, okay,
yeah,
let's play some half court defense. Let's take a little bit of the pressure off the other team.
Stolen one more time. And is she okay?
She's okay.
Yeah, okay. Megan went down hard.
She doesn't have a lot of size, but she's very quick and she's tough.
Okay. So that foul was by Ross. Puts Megan to the line, Megan Mayo.
And she did a great job there of using her body to protect the ball, and that's how she was able to draw the foul.
All right, she's coming to the sideline for a moment.
I think her leg is bleeding.
Okay, so I
don't know if she's going to have to come out or if they'll be able to just patch it up quickly. She might have to come out of the game, and they might have to put in another foul shooter.
All righty. Officials are
trying to get the game moving again.
Yeah. Okay, Mayo comes back onto the court to take the 2 foul shots. Good on the first. We have substitutions. Riccio back in. DeFalco, Lang. And good on the second is Mayo. 4:02 left to go in the second quarter. East Brunswick with this large lead.
Christy Lang with pressure all over the ball.
Warman backs away and draws a foul. They're going to call Campbell on that one.
Yeah, she seemed like she was a little off balance there, kind of lunging after the ball.
So Warman to the line. Up and out. Makes the second. And puts Olbridge into double figures for the first time this evening. Mayo, nice move.
And the Bears setting good screens, making good cuts.
Campbell guarded, but she gets it back out. Lang puts it up. Rather unorthodox shot.
Yep, but she puts it in, and that's what's important.
36-10. That was Warman. DeFalco feeds it off nicely to Campbell, who's having a field day here with 12 points.
That was quite a finish because the pass had to be a little bit behind her to be away from the defense, and she was able to control it and put it home.
I don't think Campbell has taken one outside shot tonight. All of her points have come from the inside.
Yeah, if you can get as close to the basket as you can get, right? And the nice thing about the way the Bears have been playing tonight is it seems like none of them are really concerned with how many points they're individually scoring. They're really just moving the ball around and trying to get the best shot that they can get. And really, that's important in a game like this, because the more you worry about how many points you have or what your average is, the worse your team ends up looking.
Foul charge to Riccio. So the team picks up. Well, I have East Brunswick for 3 fouls. and the scoreboard only has 2. Nice feed inside to Warman. Puts it home. 38-12. Getting down to 2 minutes left to go in the half. Fast-moving half. There's a shot in and out by Petriello. Move inside. Shot nicely done.
And that was not good transition defense by the Bears. You can't let the ball handler get that deep into the paint.
Up and in by Petriello, so East Brunswick responds.
Yeah, the Old Bridge coach can't be happy right now. You get an easy 2, and then unfortunately you give it right back.
1:30 to go in this first half. East Brunswick holding on to his 40-14 lead. Knights having trouble. They need to penetrate.
Ooh.
That was a moving pick that caught somebody who's down. Let's see, I can't get her number.
I think she was the one who was setting the screen.
Yeah, she got nailed. That was number 3, Stephanie Smith, who is still smarting from that.
That was a tough collision right at half court.
Who scored that? I didn't even catch that. Okay, Warman. We'll credit Warman on that.
Seems like
Smith is
yeah, she
hurting
got
from that.
The wind knocked out of her.
Probably, yeah. So Old Bridge will call a timeout, and I guess the coach for Old Bridge is talking to the official, wondering why a foul was not called.
Yeah, I think he's upset about the collision, but unfortunately, in that case, it's not really the defender's fault. You have to be standing still when you're setting a screen, and you really have to be ready to get hit with your knees bent, and you need to protect your body.
Fisher still yelling at the officials, who are doing a wonderful job of considering this a, what's the words I'm looking for? Not important. I figure they figure with the score being what it is, why should they blow their cool?
Well, yeah, you know, you have to protect the players and keep them from getting hurt, but I think so far they've done a great job of really keeping the game moving and also calling the fouls that need to be called.
Under a minute to play. Green back in the game, a little hard off the rim, and they back out to Christy Lang. Petriello.
It's like they might be looking for one shot.
You would, I don't know. You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were, just because you don't want to run up the score. You also want to be smart and play basketball the way it should be played and think about what you might do in a different situation.
All right, now they'll play for one. Definitely. Under 20 seconds. Good ball movement.
Great crossover.
Green with a beautiful shot. She has an excellent outside shot.
Yeah, and something that's great about her game is that she's able to create her own shot and make a good dribble move and pull up, and not a lot of female basketball players are able to do that.
So at the end of one half of play, East Brunswick handily up ahead by a 42-16 score, and Ken Fisher just does not want to let this go. He's still talking to the officials, and the officials are ignoring him. So, Megan, not much to say. You know, I guess at the beginning, Katie Whalen was a little concerned that East Brunswick was not putting forth a full effort, but they cranked it into gear in that second quarter, and now they have this 42-16 lead.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that the Bears definitely did come out, and like I said, like they played very unselfishly, and in a game like this, that's exactly what you want to see your team doing. I thought they showed a couple of good spurts defensively where they really got in passing lanes and made things happen, and overall, I thought that they played a good half. But, you know, as a coach on the bench, you're never going to be satisfied, so you have to always be pushing your team and, you know, set the expectations higher than what they're performing, and that's how people get better.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a break here for a moment, and then we're going to come back and, well, do we have names for the volleyball players?
Yes.
Okay, there's going to be a volleyball, not a volleyball, foul shooting.
It's a basketball foul shooting contest.
Okay, let's take a break and we'll be back.
And we're here at halftime at the Bears versus Old Bridge with a foul shooting contest from the elementary schools around East Brunswick. Some of the girls that have already come out are Carissa Smith, Daniela Amarato, Monica Jacob, Alyssa Maldonado, Danielle Sager, Angelica Barrero, and Diana Colgan.
What's the age or grade on these?
Elementary school is through 5th grade. I have to give a special little shout out to Elisa Maldonado. She is one of the students in my class at Frost Elementary School. She's a 5th grader.
All right. So you might be rooting for her.
Oh, absolutely.
They're not at the official foul line.
No, the elementary school baskets are a little bit lower than the high school basket, so I think that's why they let them come a little closer.
Okay.
So we'll see if any of these girls can put it home.
Is there a prize?
I don't think so. I'm not sure, though. Maybe. I guess if they make it, it looks like they go to the end of the line.
Looks like it.
And then we'll have a winner.
All right. Would you point out Miss Maldonado?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Here she comes, stepping up to the foul line. She's one of the students in my homeroom class. And
using
she
the
puts
board
it in
nicely.
I have my kids practice foul shots every day.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
We might have to back off a little bit here. This is getting these gals are too good.
Hopefully they'll be coming up through the high school soon. She's got a routine.
Yes.
And she puts it in.
All right, here we go with the second round.
Very nice.
I'm telling you.
And here comes Elisa.
Mr. Knoppenberger, who's the ball boy tonight, may have to back him up a few steps because nobody's missing.
I know. These girls are money from the line.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that form.
All right.
He's going to have him shooting threes soon.
I believe so. Down to 4.
And here we go. He's moving them back. Just half a step.
Nothing to it.
Not phased. Not phased at all. Ooh, back of the rim.
All right, here it comes.
I wish I knew all the girls' names that were out there, but I'm not sure which ones they are.
All right, we're down to 2.
That's okay. Good effort.
Yep.
And there we go.
I don't want to say anything, but the smallest player on the court is still in the running.
And she's got quite a cheering section going on over in the stands also.
Here we go.
Ooh, and she gets the bounce.
Are they creeping back closer?
It looks like they were, right? They were stepping up a little bit. Uh-oh.
And this is for the championship, right?
She's got to put this in.
Yes!
She gets the roll.
All righty. So we have our foul shooting exhibition champion.
Oh, and she won the ball.
She
Great.
gets the ball handed by Mr. Knoppenberger. And we will take a break and be back with the second half tip-off. Okay, back at halftime. Well, actually, beginning the third quarter, East Brunswick quickly inbounds the ball with a 42-16 lead. This is Jimmy Allinder being joined by Megan O'Neill as we bring you the Old Bridge East Brunswick game. You know, I keep on forgetting, Old Bridge and East Brunswick's pretty intense rivalry, Megan. Even if, there's quite a difference in the quality of the teams as Petriello opens up the second half with a basket. But anytime you have Old Bridge and East Brunswick together, there's always a little something special.
Yeah, definitely. And, the boys' game tonight was supposed to be a tough matchup. And always, every year, as you know, the football matchup is always very competitive, and they play on Thanksgiving. So I think there is like a little rivalry throughout all sports against Old Bridge for the East Brunswick Bears.
And Petriello, yet another layup. I think Ken Fisher, the coach for Old Bridge, was beside himself by the, let's call it lack of effort by his team.
I think that, you know, as much as you might be overmatched, you still have to do everything you can.
And Dill, who leads with 7 points, makes another basket to make it 44-18. And you got to wonder how long East Brunswick's first team is going to stay in this game, the way they're really...
Yeah, I think Coach Whalen probably wants her girls to come out, look good for a couple of minutes, and then get some subs in.
There you go again. Layup.
Easy baskets on the inbounds underneath the basket for the Bears.
You know, of all the points that have been scored tonight, I think I'm thinking of Candace Green's three-pointer, the only three-pointer of the game. That might be the only outside shot tonight for East Brunswick.
Yeah, I mean, they've definitely taken a few, but they really have been able to get the ball inside pretty easily, and they must have at least 14 points off of executing inbounds plays.
Chesnikova, who's had her share of easy shots, and they're going to say
over the
top.
Over the back, yeah.
Okay. Anna picks up her second foul as we are 6:33 left to go in the third quarter. East Brunswick comfortably ahead.
Bears in their man-to-man defense, looking again in the passing lane.
Dill, not a bad player.
Forced up that shot a little bit.
Yes, she did.
Unfortunately, she really has to work to make things happen on her team because she's really the only person right now showing much offensive aggressiveness.
Yes, that's a very nice way of saying it.
Thank you.
Knights will inbounds. Dill will put it up from the corner. East Brunswick pushes ahead. Cross-court pass to Mayo. Chesnikova with an open look from the foul line. They got what they wanted. A little hard off that basket.
Great hustle to get back on defense by Candace Green there to break up that layup.
Look at that pass inside to Campbell.
What a bounce pass right through the center of the court.
And Jessica Campbell with 14 points. Every point, every basket, a simple layup.
Not all layups are simple, though.
That I you know, when I said it, I said, you know, somebody's not going to like that.
The people that miss layups.
You work for a layup, right? And some of them are
they can be
good.
very difficult.
There you go. Dill is doing all the shooting. Warman with it. Back to Dill. This is a two-player game for Old Bridge.
Yeah, East Brunswick defensively right now just looks like they're like a step behind, a step too late to get the steal.
5 minutes left to go, quarter three. Shot off the backboard, wouldn't go in. Campbell, there she is ahead of the field, pushed away.
Yeah, that time she kind of shied away from the basket. You have to go into the defense and create the foul.
That is D'Amico. Warman stops dribble. And again, it's passed back and forth to those two players.
Nice job on the basket cut.
Yeah.
Moorman couldn't get it to fall.
Green's going to take the three. Good hustle by the Bears.
Yeah, right now Old Bridge looks like they're losing a little bit of their steam.
Petriello was hammered on that. Nothing called, however. Feed inside to Warman. She loses the handle. Substitutions.
And the Old Bridge team right now has got to be feeling a little bit of frustration, and they don't have nearly as many subs coming off the bench as East Brunswick has available. So, you know, it looks like they're struggling a little bit to keep fresh players on the court.
Well, I believe it was Stephanie Smith who was injured and has not returned, so they're down one more player.
Yeah.
East Brunswick's taking its sweet time.
Looking to run some cuts. This is a good opportunity for the Bears to practice some of their plays and really execute.
They've been having a lot of opportunities to do that lately.
Yeah.
Although I will say that there was a couple of impressive wins Petriello misses it, follows up, gets hammered, nothing called.
Yeah, it looks like the ref's just letting the game move a little bit. But as a player, you have to be strong and also, accept that you're not going to get every call.
East Brunswick coming off a very, very nice 56-44 win over Northern Burlington. There we go, back and forth.
Yeah, that game actually was, I came to see them play, and the score, they only won by 12 points, but they were actually up by about 20 at one point, and it really was a much farther apart game than 12 points seems.
Okay, so it was a comfortable win.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. We have a timeout here as a little discussion going on. This is a full timeout. Let's go to Katie Whalen.
Just like tough layups like we do at practice all the time, okay? Just focus. You might get hit a little bit, all right, but we still got to keep working. Same thing down there. I thought we had the box out, but if they're not going to call it, push them even further out, all right? We can't worry about, like we said, anything else. Any refs, the other team, we got to worry about us, play hard. Yep, get your matchups. Defense, 1, 2, 3.
Defense.
And there you go.
Yeah, definitely. And this is a good opportunity, like Coach Whalen was just saying, for the Bears to practice being a little bit stronger, going up stronger, even though they're not going to get the call tonight, as we can already see a little bit that the refs just really want to keep this game moving. At the same time, it's a good opportunity to practice that so that when you're in a tight game, you can finish and also get the foul.
All right, a little discussion by the officials as to where this ball should be inbound.
I think maybe also about who has the ball, maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like it's really the Bears' ball.
Oh, it's amazing that the coaches didn't even say anything.
This isn't really a one-possession game, so.
Yeah, I understand. Pretty much the starting unit is, except for Lang right there.
Well, we have Brianne DeFalco in the game,
Yes.
and Ali Riccio. All players that get a lot of time for the Bears.
A little short.
And the Bears in their man-to-man defense.
Yep. Any particular reason why they would go to man-to-man?
This is, the Bears basically always play man-to-man.
Right, okay.
They throw some different presses out there, but that's really their specialty.
DeFalco hits a three.
That was a sweet shot. Nice job by her, squaring up to the basket.
Second three of the evening, makes it 51-20. Down to 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Still in the corner. She wants to penetrate. Makes a nice move, won't go though.
It was a nice shot fake.
Yeah. Ahead of the field is Lang. Nice feed inside to Riccio. So, however,
yeah.
A little shuttle step.
Yeah, a little hop in there, but that was a great look by Christy Lang.
All righty.
Bears keeping up the pressure defensively. And you can see they're trying to force their players a little bit to go to the left side.
Mm-hmm. So there's a steal. Megan Mayo ahead of the field, puts it up nicely.
And a great look by Laura Petriello, looking ahead to her teammate.
Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Good hustle by East Brunswick. Double dribble, maybe?
Yeah, it looked like she got a little anxious looking ahead. She saw Megan Mayo off and running and mishandled the ball.
So you have Dill out and Warman in for Old Bridge. Oh, ball goes off Old Bridge, and
great hustle.
Yeah.
That's the way to get after it.
and look at that pass underneath. Lang couldn't
couldn't make the connection there. But that was great hustle, you know, and a lot of players wouldn't go after that ball, but that was really a great job by Laura Petriello to stick with it and see, I could get that ball. We can get a layup. Old Bridge just looking to do something offensively, get something good to end this third quarter.
And East Brunswick playing that tough defense. Look at that, nice steal.
And again, the double dribble.
So down to 15 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Christy Lang all over the passing lane.
She's enjoying this game. Well, Old Bridge is working for every single pass.
I don't know if they're aware of how much time up. And they did get a shot off, but couldn't put it home.
Couldn't put it home. So after the third quarter, it is 53-20 East Brunswick. And we'll listen in on Katie Whalen.
I like a couple things right there to end. Hold hands. I like a couple things there to end that quarter, okay? One, I'll talk to you this way. One, I like that Christy didn't complain either time on the calls, and that's a good job, playing within yourself and not getting upset about that. Two, our D was awesome that last like 45 seconds or so. Everybody was in stances, you were in the passing lanes. That's a way to get after people, not worry about them, worry about what we have to do. This next group coming in, got to keep up that intensity, make sure you get your matchups. With this group, let's have, you can bring the ball up, okay? And we'll have you two are the wings and you two are underneath, all right? Just play hard, keep up the D, all right? Bears, 1, 2, 3, Bears.
Okay, we're going to have a cast of characters that we haven't seen before except for DeFalco and Riccio. You've got Ariel Lodish in the game, as well as Ivana Kaptanovic. Do I have it right?
I believe so.
Excuse me. Followed by, let's see, who else? Dana Pagliocco.
Yeah, and then we also have just Brienne DeFalco and Ali Riccio in with them. So this is nice for these girls to get some varsity time and get a little bit of experience.
Okay, fourth quarter. Riccio backs away. Lodish with it. Now that's Pagliocco. Stolen. Head of the field is Diaz. Puts it up too hard.
Good hustle, Dana Payuko, getting on the floor.
And that ball will be inbounds by Old Bridge. Dill, who's back in the game. Rebound, East Brunswick. That by Kapitanovic. DeFalco kicks it back out.
Old Bridge is really playing a sagging man-to-man defense, trying to keep the Bears out of the middle, out of getting the ball inside and getting easy baskets. Nice backdoor by Ali Riccio.
What I'm noticing is a little bit more defensive intensity by Old Bridge, which is kind of unusual.
Well, what they're doing, though, is they're not intensely coming out. They're protecting the middle and protecting the basket. And right now it looks like they're being more aggressive almost by sitting back because East Brunswick is looking to go to the basket. So they're getting their hands on a couple of more passes and looking like they're putting a little bit more pressure, like collapsing.
All right. While we have a moment here, let's look at the upcoming schedule for the Bears as they will continue looking at the scores, at the schedule, but we also have the opportunity, I apologize for looking at the East Brunswick cheerleaders as they look to us.
And I will go through some of their names. Sierra Abul, Samantha Angelini, Lindsay Sitarzi, Michelle Cole, Laura Greenberg, Kara Kendall, Michelle Lanzano, Amanda Miller, Caitlin Redding, Rachel Sachs, Rachel Schneider, Lucinda Toto, Alyssa Tucci, Caitlin Westuba, Madeline Witchell, and Lindsay Young. Those are all of the varsity cheerleaders for the Bears.
Okay. The Lady Bears will be on the road for the next 3 contests on, let's see, I believe it'll be Friday. They'll be playing at Colonia, followed on Saturday a game at Ridge. That'll be a 2 p.m. game, afternoon game, and then on the 24th, they'll be at Edison before returning home to meet South Brunswick on the 26th.
Yeah, and South Brunswick, unfortunately the Bears lost them last time they met. They're going to have South Brunswick coming to their home gym, so that should really be a big game for the Bears.
And we will be here for that game as well.
It'll be very exciting.
Shot up, won't find net. Still bounding around.
Old Bridge fighting for that rebound.
Penetration, no, they're going to call a foul. 3rd team foul for East Brunswick this half. Got a substitution. Figliolino is in for the Knights. You got to figure Dill's going to be the shooting or Warman. Down hard.
Quite a collision.
They'll say possession arrow to the Knights. Are they calling a foul?
I think he was just asking if she's okay, but she's not even the person who fell down, so I think that's why she was confused for a second.
Shot by Dill won't go. Ball goes off of an Old Bridge player, I believe.
That was a good box out by the Bears. One of the only times that you see all the people on the court actually get a body on somebody for the rebound.
Ball temporarily knocked away, but retrieved by East Brunswick. Again off of Old Bridge. Ball is inbound. DeFalco with it. Looks for that nice cut inside to Riccio.
That was a great backdoor cut. She saw that her defender had turned her head away from her, couldn't see her anymore, and she cut right to the basket. That was great court awareness.
Not that it's significantly important at this point juncture of the game, but East Brunswick has been making a living on that play all night. Rebound put up. There's Dill with the rebound. She finds it home.
Nice strong putback by Dill.
And she is by far the leading scorer. Well, actually not by far. Warman has also been involved in the scoring, but Dill has 9 points. Leading scorer was Campbell, 14 points. She's been on the bench for quite a while. But you actually have some nice balanced scoring for the Bears. Chesnikova with 8, Petriello with 8, Green with 9, and Mayo with 6, Riccio with 4.
And that's definitely what you want to see in a game like this. And that's also something you want to carry over into your tough matchups, because there's nothing worse than going into a big game and you're depending on one person to carry the whole burden of scoring. And then obviously the other team knows that. When you have 5 girls on the court that can score, the other team can't say, just keep the ball out of her hands, don't let her get any shots. They have to really play team defense, and everyone has to play good defense. So that's only working towards the advantage of the Bears if they can get everyone on their team to participate in the scoring.
Back and forth we go with 4:30 left to go in the contest. East Brunswick comfortably ahead. Shot up, won't go. Riccio follows. Ball out of bounds to East Brunswick. They were looking for that backdoor play again. Shot blocked. Dill ahead of the field. And a good hustle defense, even though the foul was drawn by Pagliuccio.
Yeah, Dana, she really hustled back. She got in front of the ball. But Dill did a nice job of protecting the ball a little bit.
So Dill will go to the line. She's 1 for 2 this evening. Makes the first. Substitutions. You know, Dill is breathing hard.
She hasn't really got much of a break this game, right?
No,
I think this is her first game back from being out with her knee injury.
Right.
So I would imagine that she probably wouldn't be in her top conditioning. She really hasn't gotten too many rests.
That basket makes it 55-25. East Brunswick still with a 30-point lead.
Miranda Falco's going to have to give the ball up.
She was smacked right across the face. And Diaz draws the foul.
And that was a great finish by Diaz. She did a nice job there of getting the score and the foul.
So Diaz will go for the three-point play here. Puts it home. This is another one of those situations where the final score may not be indicative of how dominant East Brunswick was.
Yeah, the Bears definitely showed spurts this game of really showing what a superior team they are. But then at the same time, they did get this whole fourth quarter, they've had people that are really JV varsity swing players playing, and because of that, you're not going to have a blowout, which is exactly what you want if you're East Brunswick. You don't want to embarrass anyone or, these are still young girls in high school. You want to teach them how to be good sports.
Turnover, Bears. Gives the ball back to Olbridge inside to Warman. She has 9 points.
The Bears trying to get set up in their motion offense, set some screens, move the ball around.
And maybe take a little time off the clock, huh?
Oh, certainly. Really want to get a good shot here. They're doing a nice job of running hard cuts, not making too much contact on the screens, and you can see Oldbridge sagging off in the middle, helping. Looks like the Bears might be able to get a back door or something.
Well, finally knocked away.
Sometimes when a team knows your play like that, what you really have to do is kind of stay within the play, but make something else happen, because it seemed like Oldbridge, figured out what they were running, and we're getting to those spots, but that's when you have to just kind of play basketball.
What do we got here? Momentary timeout as Diaz leaves the game. I don't know what that was about.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah. All right, so play resumes with under 2 minutes to go. There's a shot partially blocked, but Riccio a little hard off the board.
The Bears have to get back in transition D here and stop the ball.
Shot again hard. Still playing hard.
Tina Payuka with the ball.
Oh, she had Riccio open inside and draws a foul. Pagliuccio.
Payuko,
I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's a really tough name. It's not pronounced anything like it's spelled. I just know it because I used to when she was a very young girl, I would be over in the gym at St. Bart's with her, coaching her and stuff. So I've known her for many years.
So Payuko at the line misses the first. She'll have another opportunity to get points. That one is good. 56-30. And I'm not sure what the largest lead of this game was, but it has been whittled down somewhat to a 26-point margin. All right, I see what the problem might have been with Diaz. As she left the game, she's got an ice on her shoulder. So that's probably why she left.
Unfortunately, it seems like this Old Bridge team is falling apart practically with all the injuries that they have. And, you know, basketball is a long season, so it's tough if you get an injury early on to really ever get better, because it seems like as soon as you're 75%, your coach needs you back on the court. So
40 seconds to go in the contest. Final moments of this game as East Brunswick tries to put a couple more points on the board. Still playing as hard as she has the entire game. I give her a lot of credit for doing the job out there. She's the leading scorer with, I believe, 12 points. A ball saved by Payuko.
And the Bears gonna let the clock run out here. They played a good game tonight, though. They made a great effort. And Old Bridge also, you have to commend them for playing hard for the whole game, and, you know, never giving up and not allowing themselves to get too frustrated. So I think tonight the story is all about the Bears, and it was good to see them come out and play a good, tough game. And we saw how they are capable of having every single person on their team put points on the board. I thought that we saw some spurts of excellence from a lot of the players on the Bears. Jess Campbell, great job, and her team really doing a great job of getting her open on all of those inbounds layups. And we also had Anna Chesnikova, I thought, in the post for a few minutes there. It really seemed like she took over the game, controlled her body, made good post moves, and was effective. And really, all around for the Bears, I thought, great effort tonight. And
you mentioned the balanced scoring with Campbell leading the way on 14 points, basically 7 shots inside, and getting the job done with this 56-32 victory. Okay, East Brunswick now moves to 10-2 on the season. We're just about halfway home on the regular season. Bears obviously are going to qualify for Central Jersey Group 4, while Old Bridge will kind of lick their wounds and see if they can heal up as they fall to 2-9. All right, that will do it this evening. The final score, East Brunswick 56, Old Bridge 32. For Megan O'Neill, this is Jimmy Allinder saying thank you for being with us.